Hello everyone. In this video, we will start our new chapter of class 9th chemistry, that is atoms and molecules. This is your chapter number 3. Okay, atoms and molecules. Students, believe me, it is very interesting and plus it is a very important topic also. So in this chapter, we will study what is atom, what is an atom, what is molecules, how they get formed, from where they have taken. Okay. So let us start. What are we waiting for? Now this atoms and molecules. So first of all, from where this atom have come? How do we know what is an atom? Students, about atoms and molecules, you must have studied it before also. So let us elaborate that. Atoms, the word have been coined by the Greek philosopher Democritus. Democritus is a Greek philosopher. He have given the word atoms according to him, which means indivisible, whose further means whose division is not possible. Students, before Democritus, in 500 before Christ, 500 BC, Indian philosopher, that is Maharshi Kannad, he have also done the same thing. He have taken the piece of matter and he have started dividing chemically, okay, and he have reached the position where the division of that matter is not possible, okay, and the thing which we have got at last, he named that point, that particle as Parmanu, okay. But here Democritus and the Greek philosopher, he have also done the same thing, okay. Suppose here the piece of paper I am taking, here this piece of paper I am taking, this piece of paper, if I start dividing, this I got, then this, furthermore, more, one more, and finally, means with the help of my finger, I cannot tear this piece of paper. It is similar to this particle. I can say that this is the particle of the paper which I left with, okay. The further division of the paper, the further breaking, tearing of the paper is not possible. So the same thing Democritus also have done, okay. Finally the position he have reached after dividing the matter more and more, that point, that particle, the name of that particle he have given that atom. That is why the meaning of the atom he have given indivisible, whose further division, further tearing, further breaking is not possible, okay. So atom, what is an atom according to him? According to him, atom is smallest particle which take part in chemical reaction, okay. Students, atom is the smallest particle which take part in chemical reaction. The world which surrounds us, the universe which surrounds us, is everything is made up of atom. 5 elements of nature: air, sky, water, fire, earth, all the 5 elements which we are lived with, which we are made up of, actually we are made up of atom. Atom is the basic unit of everything. The table, the board, this marker, the copy, the pen, everything, the mobile, the laptop which you are using to study, everything is made up of what? Atom. But in biology, you have studied cells are the building blocks of life. Cells are the building blocks of life, na? You people have studied. So I am saying here atom is the smallest particle, and here you have studied in biology cells are the smallest unit or the building blocks of life. So what do you understand by this? Can you give the difference? No, there is no difference. Yes, there exists difference. Cells are the living unit. Cells are the living unit, and cells are also further divisible to get finally atom. Even atoms combines to form cell. Okay. So cell in biology, in physics, in chemistry, in everywhere, in all the subjects, what is the true? Atom is the smallest particle which take part in chemical reactions. Cells only combines to form tissues, no? Cells, okay? So I hope you have understood what is the difference cells and atoms. So atoms are the smallest particle which take part in chemical reactions. Atoms combines to form molecules. Molecules combines to form compound. Everything. The pen is made up of plastics. Plastic is having particular formula which consists of molecules and finally atoms. Okay. So I hope you have understood what is atom. Let us discuss some properties of atoms. Properties of atoms. Properties of atom. First property. Atoms are very, very small. Atoms are very, very small. Students, atoms are very, very small. The radius, yes, the atom, the one more thing let me tell. Dalton's atomic theory and so many atomic theories are there which suggest that atom is in the spherical form. Atoms are in the spherical form, and the radius of the atom is 10 raised to the power 9 nanometer. Nanometer. 1 meter is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 9. 10 raised to the power 9 nanometer. Okay. So you can imagine how small the atom is. 1 meter will be divided into 10 raised to the power 9 parts. 1 meter, you know that 1 meter is how much length. So if we divide 1 meter into 10 raised to the power 9 parts, you can imagine how this small atom is. The radius of that atom is 10 raised to the power minus 9 nanometer. Okay. So this much it is small. So if I am making a dot over here, dot with this marker, I cannot say that this dot will have only one atom, only 2 atom or 10 atoms. This dot, even if this dot is having millions and millions of atoms. Okay. Now the property number 2. Property number 2. Atoms of every element of an element are identical in all respect. Atoms of an element are identical in all respect. Means elements, you know that element, the number of elements which exist in our universe is combined together to keep together in as periodic table. Okay. So many elements are there like carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, sodium, boron. So many elements are there. Okay. So these elements, the atoms of every element are identical in all respect. Okay. Suppose, take an example. This is the piece of coal. Okay. Small piece of coal. If I put hammer on it, it will be divided, suppose in 4 parts. Suppose 4 parts, and each part if I put on hammer over here, over on it, so we will get smaller parts on each. Then this particle part, if I put hammer, finally we will get, we will get this much small particle of coal. So this is also coal, this is also coal. Even the finally, if I am putting hammer again and again, the small granule of coal we are getting finally, that is also coal. This piece of coal is also a coal. Okay. Let us take another example. The pattern of atom, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Suppose because of any pressure or anything, they got divided and we are left with this one part. We are left with this much. Okay. This is 4 3s are 12 and here only 8. And then after further we get only 4 and further division we will get only one atom. This is the pattern of atom. Okay, suppose this is a solid and the pattern of atom is arranged like this. Okay, here after breaking this pattern we get and this, and finally only one atom. So this atom is also same with the atom which is here in this pattern. This atom which we have got finally, okay, that one atom is equal to the atom which is to all these atoms which are in this pattern. Okay. So what is that? Atoms of an element are identical in all respect. Okay. They are not going to differ from each other. They are not going to differ from each other. That doesn't mean that this atom is different from this and this atom is different from this or this atom is different from this. It's not that. The atom everywhere we are getting in any division at any position will be similar to the initial what we had initially. Okay. So these are the properties which you have to keep in mind always. We have to keep in mind always. Okay. So atoms. Take some examples of atoms. Students, as I told, atoms are the smallest particle which take part in the chemical reaction. Atoms can exist individually, independently, means they do not react, they exist independent, or some of the atoms of elements can exist in combined form. Okay, like double, triple, like that also. Okay, suppose the atom of carbon exists independently, the atom of helium exists independently, the atom of neon exists independently, the atom of iron exists independently. Students, when the atoms combine, similar atom, oxygen and oxygen they combine. Also, so it is no more atom. It is no more atom. When atom combines, they give us molecules. They give us molecules. Then chlorine, then hydrogen, then bromine. Okay. So these are the atoms which does not exist independently. Individually, the existence is not there. Okay. It is not possible because they are very reactive. They combine with each other for their existence. They combine with each other. They actually react with each other for their existence. Okay. So these are also molecules of same atom. Molecules of same atom. I am saying again and again molecules. So what are molecules? Molecules when atoms combine. Atoms of one or more elements. One elements also combine to give us molecules. Atoms of two or more elements also combines to give us molecules. Okay, here like oxygen plus oxygen give us oxygen. This is the one molecule of oxygen. Carbon plus one molecule of oxygen give us one molecule of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, because the carbon is having individual existence and oxygen is having pair existence, they will combine to give us carbon dioxide. Similarly, hydrogen also exists in pair, and oxygen, they will give us two molecules of hydrogen. This is molecules. So actually what is taking part in the chemical reaction? Atoms. What is actually taking part in the chemical reaction? When the two atoms of oxygen combines, it gives us oxygen. When oxygen combines with another atom, it gives us again a molecule. Okay. So you can see out here actually what atoms are taking part in every chemical reactions. Further in this chapter we will see how the molecules take part in the chemical reaction and how the reactions are balanced. Okay. So this is water molecule. This is carbon dioxide molecules. The the breathe, what the air we exhale is carbon dioxide. It's not that only one molecule of carbon dioxide we exhale. Molecules are also very small. Molecules are also very small, but molecules can be divided into atoms, but atoms cannot be divided further. Here, if we take a glass of water, it doesn't mean that in that glass of water only H2O will be there. That is, only one molecule of H2O will be there. There can be millions and millions of molecules of water into that to give us one full glass of water, okay, and one full container of water. So molecules are also very small, but it can be divided into atoms. Atoms cannot be divided further. So atoms are the smallest particle. It's very small. So okay, you have understood about laws of chemical combinations, how the atoms combine, how the molecules combine, and how they are conserved, how the mass of the molecules and atoms are conserved. We'll deal in next video. Thank you so much.